shodo!
Fang! Authorize.
Hey guys, welcome to the 29th episode of the Soda Pop Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
Hey, it's Sick Josh today.
Toys that can chomp through your bank account.
That is so accurate.
But can it chomp through the meat? Because this time, there is no meat removal.
Oh no.
Also, that's Malunis.
Vegetarians beware.
We're not removing meat here.
I think that should just be the only thing in the description, just vegetarians beware.
Yeah. We're doing that one. And also the alternate title to this episode was Where's Metal Build? Because he didn't show up, but that's what we've got for the news.
Yeah, it's just nothing tonight. No metal build, no meat removal,
no, none of it.
Nothing.
All our predictions gone wrong.
Oh yeah. So basically, again, as always, we're just gonna go through the news. We've got enough time left. We've got a few topics that we may or may not hit. We'll see what happens. But yeah, first up, right at the top, we got our first looks at Biri Gates, and considering,
Not quite.
Huh?
Technically it's pronounced Bibiru Gates, but it's spelled out in English as Bibble.
Well, yeah, Bibble.
Bibble Gates.
Well, now I'm conflicted. Now I kind of just want to put Bibble in the description. But
I'm trying to figure out how we can turn it to Metal Bibble.
Metal Bibble.
Metal Bibble.
So, Josh, since you brought the listing previously during the week to our attention, do you kind of want to
I can
talk about
take
this
it.
one?
So, earlier this week, the listing, I think it was on Amazon Japan, that makes the most sense, for the, super, I don't actually know what it's called this year, but, the super complete box.
It is the Kamen Rider Zio's Super Complete Works King box.
Oh, okay.
King box.
All right, so it's the King box. So the King box went up on Amazon Japan, I believe. They've done this the last 2 years. Actually, did it. Build did it. It's like an end of the season box set for mainly for whatever Hyper Battle DVD that's going to be out right after the series. So we had kind of guessed that this was going to happen for a while. But this box is going to have the deluxe release of the Bibble Ride Watch. And then also the Soda figure for Gates' new form from that Hyper Battle DVD. And so tonight they showed it off on the blog post.
A prototype.
Yeah, the prototype.
I love that shade of blue.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
I was going to say, I wonder if that's the thing that they're adjusting.
I hope not, because that is a perfect blue.
It is. It's a very DN sort of blue.
Yeah, I personally don't care if it's inaccurate in any way, because one, they've done inaccurate colors before. They've done lighter colors before, so that's fine. I don't care. I forgot what my other points were. I just like this color. Yep. Good. Also,
it looks
in the box,
exactly like we would expect it to look. So
yeah. Do we want to talk about whatever else is in the box, or do we just want to gloss over it?
we can. There's the deluxe Ride Watch that he uses this form with. There's Seiji Takawa photo book, I believe.
Yeah.
There's a Buddha Soul medal. There's
is it a boo to Basol medal?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I hated that. There's
Thank you.
This is.
I think there's some stickers.
This is the year where we make bad puns because of Kamen Rider 01.
I mean, you could say that, but also I just make bad puns anyway. So.
Yeah, I was just gonna say with Corey, every year is the year of bad puns. So I mean,
yeah, I can do this all day.
Yeah, you totally can.
Yeah.
But this comes out in December. So it's not unexpected. I kind of forgot about it, to be honest.
So
yeah,
what I kind of want to do with this figure, and I still see Prime Rogue listings go up every now and again. I kind of want to get extras of these because that is such a nice armor body.
That's true.
Like I love that blue so much.
So you're basically
how much
just
does Prime Rogue usually go for?
Let me check. I'll get back to you. Keep talking about something else.
So your plan is to just put all of Gates' forms on this body?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna put on that body. I don't know if I'm gonna make
gonna hoard them
customs
for no reason.
What's up?
I said you're just gonna hoard them for no reason.
I mean, what if? Okay, hear me out. How hard would it really be to like fill in the, you know how the ghost armor just has the etchings on the chest?
Yeah.
How hard would it be to make that smooth? Like get some
like
what is that
or something?
No, not sandpaper. I want to add material to it, like the that sort of UV activated resin that comes in a pen shaped form. Bondic. How hard would it be to get some Bondic over that, shave it down a little bit, and then sort of etch in your own thing? And then, I mean, how hard would it be to make an Aqua one? Is my question.
Wow, so that's kind of a power move, just buying the exclusive to do that.
I mean,
as opposed to buying a cheap retail one.
I mean, honestly, I could just go back because there are tons of retail silver bodies just laying around. I've had a listing on Mandarake open just on my computer for a while.
For the old Gates body, you mean? Or?
Yeah, but it's like cast in silver, so ostensibly it is a silver body.
The one that like no one wants because it's not accurate.
Exactly, yeah, but it's accurate to something that you make based on it.
True. How much are those going for? Because like I bet no one really wants those.
I don't know. I'll get back to you on that one too. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I'm working on it, man.
I trust you. I trust you.
I still just like the implication that you are customizing the armor rather than getting a cheap one to customize.
Look, I've learned that
that's like the joke that I was making with Transformers with that Unicron that's like $500. People buying that to make a custom.
Oh yeah, buy it to make a custom Energon Unicron. Buy it to make. Oh shoot! Oh man! Oh this. I might not be able to do this.
Yeah, I think Corey's plan just went out the window.
Yeah, the Prime Rogue is 3,000. Wait, I said that weird. 3,000 yen.
Oh, okay.
So $30. I don't.
Corey's plan is gone.
Yeah, my plan is gone.
I'm only gonna be able to buy 3 guys.
Because like part of me also wanted to buy another Prime Rogue so I could swap out the forearms for the premium Bandai version, which that is 3,000 yen. And then he would have the white hands. I mean, I'm fine without the hand rotation, but what I really want in that silhouette is the white hands.
Doesn't he just have purple hands?
Yeah, that's the problem. The premium Bandai one has white hands, but the forearms are the same, so you can conceivably swap them.
There's none of like that gold etching on it, or
I don't think it extends to the arms because that's where the purple is.
I think it's mainly the chest and maybe the legs. I haven't looked at the form in a while.
It's on the head too.
And really, like, the molding isn't different at all for the etchings, so if there was a difference, you could I'm sure it would have been sticker detail anyway.
True. Well, yeah, that's true. I don't think any of the etching was molded on there at all.
Yeah. But I thought I thought it'd be really. I just really love that shade of blue, honestly, and I think it'd be cool. Like you could also grab, an extra like Deno armor and try to finagle a, new Deno rider armor.
Yeah.
Right? That'd be neat. Like, I want it.
But would new Deno be a regular rider armor or a Woes form?
So okay, that it goes back to my theory that Waz doesn't technically use future riders. He uses riders that shouldn't exist. So and that's also why 01 would have a regular ride watch as opposed to a Mirroride watch. Because Mirroride watches are from a branch universe, and ride watches are from the regular universe.
Right.
So I think Aqua and New Deno and, you know, all of them, those should have just regular, you know?
Yeah, they were in the ride watch poll.
Yeah.
It checks out.
So that makes sense to me. Like,
So
I'm fine with them not being Mirroride watch things.
So this to me says how interesting Bibble Gates is, that we basically just talked about everything but that form.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything after you said Bibble, because I was laughing too hard.
I heard what he said,
a dumb
but
name.
yeah. Bibble Gates caught me.
I'm sorry.
Again.
Yeah.
What I was just saying is that really shows how interesting this form is, that we've gone on for about 10 minutes of everything else but the form.
That's okay, that's fair, but we've talked about this blue extensively. And now I'm thinking in my head, man, I could buy another Kiva armor, do it up a little bit orange, and now you have future Kiva, the orange Otoya Kiva guy one. Right? And then you could get a Kuga one again, and then paint that white, so then I remember, like, apparently in a novel, one of the girls he saved turns into... Yeah, so you could conceivably do that, too. Like, there are some easy things that you could get away with a new armor. Just putting that out there, I think that's a good idea.
So that's why everyone should buy this.
That's why you shouldn't buy this. No one ever needs to buy this except for me.
You know, I think...
No one buy it.
I think I'll just buy it to spite him. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, stay away. It's mine.
You know, I think I might want two now.
I think you might want to get the hell out of here.
I still don't care about owning it, so good.
Really?
Yeah, it's not really of interest to me. It doesn't really feel like it belongs.
Honestly, it doesn't, but... Man, that blue! I can't get over that blue. Anyway,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Obviously you'll need one.
What if instead of rider forms, you instead put emotions? Like, this one is fear.
There you go. There's a reason for just getting a bunch of them.
Yeah. So then, what if there's another one for anger and happiness?
Wouldn't that just be the regular Gates because he's red?
Oh no! Okay, so then happiness, you'd need a yellow body. Yeah. Wow. Great. How long have we been talking about? Oh my god.
Way
okay,
too
let's
long,
talk about
that.
Yeah, let's talk about anything else now.
Let's talk about sharks.
Let's do that.
Biting sharks.
Guys, no, we're not. We're not doing that. I have half a mind to edit that out, but I know I'm not going to because I'm going to forget. Yeah, so biting shark.
This actually surprised me to be the first armor.
Yeah, I was thinking, I've been predicting that we get Flying Falcon first, but then episode 3 happened.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I still predicted possibly Flying Falcon first, so they could kind of like use that to like ease into revealing the Geo movie stuff.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Like I said, I'm thinking, what if they just load up on a bunch of Geo stuff in one of the waves and be like, hey, Flying Falcon, but also the rest of Geo.
Yeah, they could
The
do
movie. The movie set.
Yeah. The movie.
that. Featuring Tsukiyomi as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, feel like she might just go on a different set with other people.
That's true. I mean, at least we know we're getting it.
All right, so biting shark.
We get a nice look at how some of the form changes are going to be handled.
Yes,
Yeah.
and technically, it's not gonna be a form swapping gimmick here.
Yeah,
technically, that's not possible.
Because I was saying that on Twitter, I think. I don't know if I said it on the show, but at some point I was just like, Zero One is supposed to have alternate shoe designs between these forms, and there's like a couple different shots in their initial reveal where they show stickers on it, and then there's shots where they don't. And you were thinking swappable feet, but I was thinking that seems like it would be a new thing for Soto to do. That doesn't mean it's out of the realm of possibility. It would just be unprecedented, because I think the heads are really the only ball jointed thing they swap around.
That's fair, but I feel like the feet are more like, I feel like they'd be more readily they would want to swap that more than they would want to swap out forearms, because forearms I think like if you load and unload those enough times, it would wear out whatever's holding it together. But with the ball jointed feet, like, you could pop those on and off for a while, so I don't know.
That was actually the reason I was thinking they might not do that, because I thought maybe over time ball joints could get a little bit loose. That would be a little bit problematic, but
subs.
It might be stronger than like the forearms, which I'm afraid of swapping because I feel like they would crack.
That's fair. That's another thing I want to talk about, your Ginga, but we'll get to that hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask about it, but biting shark, this has a really nice blue, and it's all painted on.
Yeah, that was really surprising.
Yeah, and they had a nice little tidbit about what they refer to as the fangs, the little spikes on the side of the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
They pointed out how, like, their paint and sticker guy said that it would look bad if you didn't paint the front, and it would be a pain to have a sticker that wraps around it, so just paint it.
Oh yeah, it was Mr. S, no relation, Fuji, right?
Yeah, from I think they said he's from Mega House, which is their manufacturer.
Yeah, a house that is not Ultra.
I remember talking about Mega House last week.
Mm-hmm. It's just a house that's bigger than most of the other ones.
Yeah, because it has to have a lot of room for manufacturing.
That's right.
Yeah, and they made it even bigger and called it Super Mega House.
Well, not Ultra. Oh.
So, Biting Shark looks pretty good.
Yeah, Biting Shark looks great.
But guys, it does say from episode 3 last week, Biting Shake. Or actually,
anything?
I'm sorry.
Does it say anything, Josh?
It says Biking Shake.
Man, I wish I had a cricket sound effect on my phone.
I'm so glad. Biking Shake.
That's pretty good.
Good. Okay, great.
I am constantly surprised when they show, look how much paint we got, because I thought they'd said something about 01 being the exception. But then Biting Shark is just like, literally every bit of cyan on this is paint.
Yeah.
I feel like with
this is still
Rising
01,
Hopper.
so...
Yeah, I feel like with Rising Hopper, they were able to get away with molding a bulk of certain things with that yellow plastic. But here you have two colors that you want to sort of highlight. You've got the highlighter yellow, but then also you've got the highlighter blue, and they just sort of I'm sure they had to just make a decision on what thing to start molding in.
Yeah.
And
They made some mention of how they molded this in black plastic and then painted it.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, they've done a lot of like molding already, like molding in different colors already within the first wave. Like, what is it? Vulcan has the white and the black, and they were able to like do a bunch of color separation just through the plastic. And I don't know that that's fully possible here, just because, you know, you got to balance both the black and the yellow. Or blue and the yellow. But so last few weeks actually, I hadn't really noticed the pegs on the forearms, but
I
they're
did
in
it.
use.
It's just, yeah. I was gonna say I saw them, but I didn't really think anything of them because I was just like, yeah, I know what that's for.
Yeah. I mean, like I honestly have no idea if I saw those before or not, so this is news to me.
The pickles.
Yeah. So, what's this say? No, never mind. A side-by-side comparison looks stellar. Like, I maintain that if, like, this is a contender for RKF levels of paint.
It really is actually.
Yeah. So, these are like, the main thing about this line is that it's cheaper and it will for sure do everything.
Like, when like they post these like side by side, like painted, non-painted, it's like almost kind of difficult to see what isn't painted.
Right?
It's like, I made this joke before, but I just you do get a sense of like everyone's friends here at Bandai, but I just imagine that the people who are working on RKF are just, every time this blog post updates, one of them is just kind of leaning over their computer, just sweating, like, keep one-upping us.
Yeah, guys, we can't compete.
We can't compete against the Mega House.
Yeah,
Darn
the
that
house
Mr.
is too
G.
big. We can only go super, or wait, we can only go ultra.
They only have a normal sized house.
Yeah.
They're just like, man, that Mr. G guy.
Dang it, we only have 3 bed and 2 bath, and they have 3 big beds and 3 big baths. I don't know what we're gonna do. But you know what? What we're not gonna do is get rid of meat.
Nope.
Yeah, that's the transition. They wanted to talk about the sword next, and
I don't
they
like how
started
this looks.
What? Huh?
The sword. I don't like how the sword looks.
What?
Just in general, or the design?
Well, no, I like the design of the sword, but the gap, like below the hand, I think is just a little too much of a gap.
Oh yeah, I can see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely there to. Oh yeah, that is actually a really big gap. Now I'm looking at the picture of him holding it.
Yeah,
I guess so.
It's just a result of them having to make it so you can fit his hand in there.
no, right. I mean, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It just, I feel like if they would have made the peg like a little bit lower, it would have been. I think it would have like worked just fine. But it's just the design of the sword didn't really translate perfectly. But what can you do?
But hey, Josh, at least there's meat.
You're right. I can't argue that point.
Like they did this really cheeky thing where they showed off the one side of it, and then they were like, "Oh wait, hold on. Here's a second side, and it's full."
I mean, they even say it themselves, because there is no meat. It looks great no matter how you hold it.
Yeah, meat. Everything looks great with meat inside.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the possible burger.
Side tangent though. I do really like exploring impossible burgers just because I want to see how far science has taken us in terms of food. But that's neither here nor there. I just really like this sword. They had a few things they wanted to talk about the swords and the weapons in general. One, Deno was able. Honestly, I should probably be able to look at my Deno figures and see if it seems like, yeah, there's no hollowness on them. I don't think so. Like, yeah, they did this before with Deno, and then no one said anything, so they wanted to say it. But they said something about its thinness is what made it a viable option to keep them
to not remove the meat.
Solid. Yeah, to not remove the meat. They were thin enough, so they needed more meat, which was the thing. Good to know. And then, secondly, the reason they do the holes in the weapons is not to reduce material costs. I'll just quote it. By the way, meat removal is never the soul of let's cut material costs by making holes to prevent dents and cracks from occurring due to plastic shrinkage if the parts are too thick. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, basically the holes are there for, like, they basically want to thin out the plastic so there's not, like, a dense bubble in there that would be prone to cracking, I guess.
Yeah, like, when you're cooking a burger, you put a hole in it, so I forget what the exact reason is for that.
Oh. Well, I've been eating holeless burgers.
I think it's just so you can get some of the grease out of there.
Oh.
But grease wasn't in this blog post.
I can't roll my R's, so that's a disappointment.
Yeah. That's cool. Again, always happy to get some inside baseball here on the blog posts.
It's again something that they started doing because fans were interested.
Yes,
they told me on the survey.
Honestly, I wish more companies would do this.
Yeah, because
they just really do seem to care.
Yeah, like the reason this always stood out to me is because when I think of companies and transparency, I think of Hasbro with Transformers, where it seems like they have this fear of being too transparent because it affects how they look to, like, shareholders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
Like, they're trained to make sure they don't say anything negative about their brand in any way, but these guys are just like, yeah, we messed up. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird because traditionally, like, even production sides of stuff for Power Rangers, that stuff, like, leaks out every now and again, but, like, it seems like the Japanese side of things, Sentai and Rider, that's, like, airtight outside of the 0.5s from Geo.
Yeah.
Like, we barely get production stuff.
The 0.5 is where they said a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Stop asking unnecessary questions.
You don't need to know.
Also, stickers. So they know that the base body that you'll be using for Rising Hopper is going to be the one that you're going to need for Shark, but the sticker detail is going to be different on the belt and the backs and fronts of the legs. So what they did was they included some body stickers on the armor sticker sheet, and they are separated by A, B, and C. Same with the body sticker sheet. It has a separate subset for A, B, C for the ones that you swap out if you're using Hopper or Shark.
I think I put it. I didn't even notice that when they first showed the sticker sheet. That's clever.
Yeah. I think I put it most concisely here. It was only like one sentence. I don't know if it made sense, but I'm going to read it. If you're using the body for Hopper, use A through E on the body sheet. But if you're doing Shark, use A through E on the other one, on the Shark armor one. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Enough sense, yeah.
Yeah. And then they also wanted to reiterate again and again and again.
Don't worry.
The body to armor ratio will be 1-to-1. The sets will come with enough bodies, and you will not have to track down extras.
Stop harassing us.
They really want to make sure. They really want you to make sure that you know.
Mm-hmm. Also, lastly, for this post, they gave us a wave layout again, like a full layout, and they're still unnumbered.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
So my assumption before was that maybe the reason for that was that they were going to be shoving in one of the armors for 01. Let me scroll down. Was Biting Shark the third one on the list?
Yes.
That's why I assumed that they did that. Because I thought, they're probably going to insert Falcon or Shark in the middle of that lineup.
What if we're going to get Kong?
Maybe.
Like for the last bit of this set.
Yeah. Also, in general, I think the reason they might be removing in numbers is just to kind of add a little bit of mystery. Even though there is some kind of fun speculation to be had with the numbers.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It keeps you guessing.
It does.
That's true. Like, I mean, like, all of us sort of figured that it would go in between. Like, there would be something in between.
Are we guessing, like, 2 more boxes for this, or...?
One. I'm guessing 1, because for the sets, they're going to need to, fix the ratio there.
Yeah.
I hadn't even considered punching Kong. That actually makes sense. That actually gives you both the main writers plus a form for each of them. So that's actually a good wave.
It is.
Well, and I mean, it would have been a great wave either way, but
that's true.
I think maybe they made it this way so that at the end of them revealing all of this first wave, we would line up with the show again. Because, like, usually Soto does the thing where, like, every time there's a new post, they release the new thing from that episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of...
We still don't have Valkyrie.
We do not, no. But,
that's the one thing.
Yeah. But I had a feeling she wasn't coming wave 1.
I was definitely in the camp of, that seems like a wave 2.
No, yeah, I mean, it definitely makes sense.
Get
she can kind of be like the main figure of wave 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean,
next week...
punching card makes most sense.
Yeah. They also said next week, new character/form for AI-01. I said character/form because we now know that new character just means new figure.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because they said new character last time and it was Biting Shark.
Oh, okay.
True.
What if... Oh, shoot. What if next week... Or for 02... AI-02... What if it's like an all-girl wave where it's like Valkyrie and then Valkyrie in one of her forms and then Tsukiyomi?
I mean, that could work, but like Valkyrie's second form... I don't remember when Valkyrie's second form debuts.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have no idea.
And we still have Flying Falcon. What's the tiger one?
When is that happening in the show? Do we know?
Flying Falcon?
Yeah.
Happened tonight.
Oh, Falcon, it premiered today.
Yeah, it happened tonight.
Oh.
Along with Punching Kong.
Okay. Yeah. Not bad.
I also just realized all we know about this is that it releases in October. I don't think they specify early October, late October.
Probably like mid-October. Mid or late.
Well, it releases whenever Ami decides to say, hey, I want your money.
That's true.
Give it to me now. That's just how that works for me. I don't care when it comes out. I get it so late anyway, just because I'm poor and I pay for the longest shipping possible.
That's fair.
You guys want to? Oh, by the way, next week's update also includes the start of the second Another Rider wave. Like,
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
The start of their sample reviews, as in, I'm guessing this is going to be another thing where we see 1 or 2 figures every week.
So I'm hoping that a third set gets announced in this.
Yeah, because they did that thing last year where like they started out with
not last year.
Huh?
You mean like last wave or
last year's show?
Oh, okay.
It feels like we're in a like. You know how they say it's like a new school year?
No, you're right. I know what you're... No, I get what you're saying.
By the way...
So, I
was going to bring up... So, when they did the review for the second Deno wave, did you bring up the fact that another Deno was just, like, in the pictures?
Oh, yeah. We forgot to mention that, but yeah, he was totally just kind of there.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that he didn't already exist, because, like, we've known about him for so long.
Oh yeah, and he was. They used like a back shot of him in another photo. I think when they showed off Grand Geo.
In another photo, a photo
Yeah,
full of
gosh.
another, or another photo.
Well, I
Yeah,
remember
so
also
a
like
photo again.
another Dino was like that was the first way he was revealed. They like showed him off, and then they're like, "Wait a minute, that's from a new set," and then they showed off another two. So yeah, I'm hoping we get another 3, please.
So does that mean we're not getting Metal Build for a while? Like,
I don't know what that means. Like,
can that happen soon? I'm waiting.
Ain't that V Cinema coming out in like November?
it is. Yeah.
Huh.
But like they had like a screening of it or something. That's why Perfect Kingdom was shown off like 2 weeks ago. So I'm not like super surprised that they haven't shown off anything yet. But like since they already showed off
time.
Grease, yeah, they got plenty of time.
They got plenty of time, guys.
I wish.
Yeah,
I wish.
Oh,
you know
That'd be
what?
nice.
Me too.
I was also, before I got distracted by the another writer thing, I was also going to say, you have any comments on the roleplay toys they showed off?
Oh yeah, they look cool.
Yeah. It's like instead of model kits this year, it's just we made them out of vinyl. They're already assembled.
Oh,
Those-
wait,
those-
really?
I feel like those would be really
Yeah.
fun to like have on my desk or something.
Yeah.
And
are
give
just-
to who? Who would play with those? Who's sized correctly?
I just think they're fun just to like have like on a desk.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know. Like, my thing with things that size, because like I went to a convention once and I hadn't bought anything, and I had an itchy trigger finger. I've wanted to buy a thing at that convention, and then there was like this box full of Candy Toy O's stuff, but it was really just his Metajalibur, and that was it. So I bought one. I own it, and I just don't know what to do with it.
That's fair.
It's like
So I
like-
never know what to do with these.
I think once you're too old to play with the toys, it just becomes like this prop thing that you have on display.
Yeah.
That's
It's just
fair.
it's like a super cheap prop replica.
Like to be honest, I wouldn't mind having like the tiny little 01 driver on my desk or something for fun.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it like as a dingle dangle on a
Why did you have to
backpack
call
or
it that?
something, or like
As you do.
A dingle dangle, yes.
yeah, one of those.
I like the photo here, a biting shark with the sword.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa! Can he be surfing on it? If someone buys this and biting
There you go.
shark, can you
Playback.
Can you make it surf?
Well,
Added
Corey, I
value.
think you're gonna have to do that yourself.
No, because I'm not buying the vinyl thing. These have a surprising amount of paint, honestly.
Yeah, and the vinyl means that they have this nice kind of matte finish.
Yeah. Is that Matt Hunt's final attack?
I knew you were gonna do a
Matte
pun.
finish? Didn't know what it was gonna be, but it was gonna be something.
As soon
so
as I said it, I
disappointed.
just thought, what person is named Matt that you're gonna bring up?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was disappointing, but amusing. At the
Salt
same time.
finish.
Yes.
Salt finish. Yes.
Matt
But yeah.
full assault.
Wow.
We're at 40 minutes now. That's pretty fast.
But yeah, I mean the other riders, I am excited to see those shown off individually.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll jump the gun again and be like, "Hey, we're gonna show off Dano for a little bit." Also, at the end of this vlog, just here's 03, or here's
03.
another 3. All of it.
I
Oops.
very much hope so.
Yeah.
Um,
There has been another drought.
yes, there has.
Oh,
It's
man, that's so weird. Someone asked recently on RR what words has Common Rider ruined for you, and I think another is one of them.
oh yeah, that's gone.
Yeah. Can't use that again.
No, only in rider context.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been. I think it's been at least 2 months now since another 2 got revealed.
Wow.
It only stands out because of how relentless the news is.
Right?
Yeah.
But
That-
like they
that
don't
is-
they have they have their hands in so many different baskets. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't feel the drought as much because I'm collecting all of it.
It's like as soon as she said a couple months, I was just like, that's actually not too long. It just stands out because of how much other news we get.
Right,
Yeah,
like it feels like it was so much longer ago than it actually was, but
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
feel
mean,
like
I'm excited for it.
I feel like we've been consistently bombarded with news. I feel like one of the only
Absolutely.
droughts was during the end of Geo.
Yeah, because
I-
the kind
I
of
was-
yeah.
I was going to say earlier during the podcast. Because there was at least only one time where we said, do we want to do an episode this week?
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
And
I
now
don't
it's
remember
statue. I think it was when it was the only news was, it's a statue.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that we even covered that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The-
because
that
we've,
shouldn't
was
exist.
That was the April
We-
1st thing.
we've been doing this for over half a year now.
Yeah.
Wow,
February.
Yeah.
that's weird. Yeah, we are on episode 28.
So
That's over. You know, that's over.
20.
Wait, half of 52 is 26.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So
wow, we're over the halfway mark. And also,
We are.
I think we did miss a week.
Mhm.
we might
I
have.
think one
I feel
week.
like we missed a few. And it's just
Yeah.
been due to scheduling. Like, I can only think of one time where there was so little news that we were like, do we want to do an episode this week?
yeah. But now
So
it's like there's so much news.
Mhm.
Like
Oh wait, yeah, it was like, oh hey, Soto's taking a break, and oops, we accidentally took a break. Bye.
yeah, that's right. I think it was one of those
Yeah.
times where you didn't
Hey,
know there wasn't going to be a
let's,
break or something.
Ooh, follow up.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I was going to say, oh yeah, we can do some follow up now. I guess the first
Oh
thing...
dang, I had a great transition. I was gonna say,
for
speaking
it.
of break,
Mhm.
and then Malunis, what's up with your Ginga?
So, I didn't even notice this when I got it out of the box, but I noticed, his bicep swivel is a little bit loose. That's a little bit weird. And after painting it, I found that there was actually a crack on it.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Whoops. So it's a good thing that I got two of them in the box set. Because
Yeah.
what I ended up doing was, this is probably a bad idea in retrospect, but just so I didn't have to do too much stickering, I basically just swapped out the biceps.
Nice. Did it? Okay, so those technically, they don't tell you to like remove and or replace those. So, what is the fit like after doing that? After doing the process?
It's definitely tight enough that you know it's not intended to be removed.
Okay, cool.
It's something you can do, but it's not advised.
I mean, it's in the instructions for some reason.
Yeah. It's like I said, Lego don't do that. You can pop off the arms on Legos, but you don't need to put them back. You don't have to do it as a design choice.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, also, your other follow-up thing, unless you had more Ginga?
Yeah. Well, all I was going to say is that I think the Ginga thing was just kind of like a freak accident because his plastic isn't really metallic or anything. There's no reason for it to have been cracked.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about too. Like, I noticed, like, it does look like plastic that has the potential to have, like, a little bit of a marbled look. Like, on the thighs of mine, it has, like, these streaks through it. Like, the thigh ball joint. So I'm a little wary, but,
my assumption was just that something got a little bit too thick in the molding process to the point that it was just so tight of a fit that it started to crack. I don't know.
I mean, that's true. We did learn a little bit about plastic injection molding this week.
Yes.
If the thing is too thick, it may crack. So
too much meat is sometimes a bad thing.
Too much meat. I mean, technically, that would be not enough meat, right? Because you'd need less meat to create that gap.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And,
They were trying to give you more meat.
just small follow-up from last week. There was a little thing about Gacha Kiriba, which, admittedly, I also had trouble with because I had to run it by a translator. It turns out the blog was being a little bit too clever. Like, do you? I guess I should just explain. There was some text that made it sound like they might be adding more Gata Kiriba in the wave, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
Nope.
Because they wanted to make it... The way it read, it almost seemed like they wanted fans to be able to, like, stockpile these Gata Kiribas to recreate, quote-unquote, that scene.
Yeah.
I mean, don't tempt me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Corey, please don't. That's like 100 Gatsukiri bus.
I'm not gonna buy 100. I'm just gonna buy enough to
He's just gonna buy
circle
1,000.
up and.
I completely see a moment in this podcast where you're going to be like, oh, let me just check what this site's prices are. Ooh, that's not too bad.
Ooh, that's not too bad. $80 for the single Gatsukiri ball. I'll need another one anyway. I'll just add it to the cart.
So the text that they gave was more so just saying, we know that fans will want to buy a bunch of these, and rest assured, we're also going to do that for the sample review.
Oh my god. Great. Wait, okay, I have a question. And none of us can answer this. So I don't know why I'm about to ask it, but do they buy it themselves?
The way it sounds is that they just kind of have a bunch of extras on standby.
That's actually something I never thought about, actually.
I mean, like, they have it before they're on sale.
Right. I just assumed they had, like, production version. Well, I mean, they do, but, like...
I forget what it was. It was something fairly recently where Mr. G talked about how before he was in charge, he would just actively buy them from the store. Because he is also a fan of Soto.
That's so nice. That's so lovely. Could you imagine buying into a toy line and then being a part of it? Oh, my God.
And then going to the store and realizing that he didn't create enough armor bodies.
Realizing, oh, shoot. There are too many armors here. I can't buy any bodies. That sucks.
Well, now that you brought it up, it makes me imagine that he is literally the only one at this company just sweating it over something like this. Everyone is just like what are you freaking out about?
What if at some point his brain is like, well, I have them in the office, so I can wait on actually picking them up for myself. And then he procrastinates, and then it's way too late. He goes to the store and he's like, oh no, where are all the bodies?
It's just like, so we heard that you guys had a problem with this.
Yeah.
It's all just for him.
Yeah, and all the surveys were from him. Yeah. So that was follow-up from last week. Was there anything else that we screwed up on talking about last week?
You didn't talk about your sword, technically, because it didn't arrive yet.
Oh! Yeah. Okay. So, great transition. I made a Ryusou sword. The Master Sword that the Ryusou Masters used. It's not a Master Sword. This is not... I mean, I could...
Don't sue us, Nintendo.
Yeah, but now I can put that in the tags of this episode. So, didn't the Link game remake come out or something?
Yeah, Link's
Awakening
or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, something about that. So I could put that in the description or whatever.
So Corey, is what you're saying? Unless you have a Master Sword, you're just a cheap copy.
Oh boy, there it is. Speaking about cheap, this thing it wasn't, but and like I had 3D modeled like the etchings of the sword onto it, but it didn't like show up in the printing process, which I'm a little disappointed by, but I'm not surprised by.
So you're a Shapeways guy.
Yeah.
I've always wondered about this. What is the process with selecting the different kinds of materials you can sell it in? Like, because I always assumed it was just something you could flip on. Like, include this option.
I can flip on, flip off, basically any of them.
Because I was wondering, how much does it cost to get like the best detailing on that, so that those lines actually do show up?
I don't know that there is because like
Can't you like make it out of like metal and stuff too, if you really wanted to?
You can.
Yeah.
But I don't know how good the print quality would be through metal.
True.
Well,
I know nothing about that side of the production process, and I don't know what material I could select that would make the etchings show up. On top of that, to go back and forth and be like, oh, this didn't work, guess I'll just order another one for $5 whole. That's not the kind of money that I have.
Well, that's why you add. Yeah. That's why in the description you say this product is untested. Let other people test it out.
Was it?
Honestly,
was that $5 shipped, or was that $5 for the actual thing?
$5. Wait. Oh, okay. I never understand
before shipping or after shipping.
Before shipping, right. $5.
And if I recall, at least if you live in the U.S., I think the shipping on Shapeways can be up to $5, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, so that's why I added in my Pandora boxes, and then I got the figure art sized. I think I forgot to switch over to the shodo sized Pandora. But I bought a blank one, a corner peg one, and a bottom peg one. But the corner and bottom peg, those came out perfectly, and they're pretty dense. But like the blank one, it came SH figure art size because I did scale it up to sell that one too.
Gotcha.
But I've made it hollow now. It's not dense anymore, so if you were hoping for that, like, I wanted to make it as, I guess, budget friendly as possible.
Yeah, that also makes it, at least for the Shodo figures, that also makes it very lightweight, so it's not gonna weigh down those joints.
True.
But I really do like the hat, because I bought one before that was the SH figure art size and was dense. I did love the sort of weight to it, and that's sort of missing on that. But the thing is, I had to, pack in some extra stuff so that it would make the shipping more reasonable.
Right. The reason I brought up the whether or not you could easily flip that stuff on is because on Shapeways, I have bought a couple different custom heads for Transformers, and I think it's just this one seller who offers it in whatever I think it's called Ultra Detail or something. It's like maybe a few bucks extra, but it is basically as close to not looking like 3D printed head.
Wow.
So that's why I thought, I wonder if you could do that for the sword, and just like, if people want to pay that price, then go ahead.
What kind of plastic was it, or was it a resin? Is it FDM or SLA?
I don't really know that stuff, but I just assumed it's just the same plastic. It's just cut a little bit better.
Interesting. Okay, because like the only way I know of to get like really fine print quality is SLA, and that's where resin is used, and a UV light sort of like creates a pattern underneath, and then it prints back like upside down. I don't know if you've seen those.
No, I don't really know much about this stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually pulling up one of the things that I purchased on Shapeways to see if I can find the name of what it was I ordered it in. It was Smooth Fine Detail Plastic, I believe.
Oh, well, then it is plastic. I have no idea then. But apparently, like SLA printers, they only print in resin. They don't print in plastic, but there is a type of resin that's like dense enough. But like, there is a printer that exists. I don't know if Shapeways has it, but like the print height is finer than the height of or the thickness of paper. I thought that was interesting, so I kind of wanted to try that. But yeah, that's my Shapeways sword that I made. It's $5. There are two versions of it. One of them has a peg to holster it on the peg on the figure and the pegs on the back of the figure.
Yeah, clever stuff.
Thank you.
I like that sort of use of pegs.
Yeah, me too. Like, I did not realize how many 3mm ports there were on it because, for whatever reason, certain Shodo pegs and hole sizes are like all over the place, and the stands have a bunch of different holes that don't fit the things I need it to. So it just baffled me that Yudo had been so uniform.
Well, I think when it comes to the alternate peg sizes, that's like, for example, the hands. That's so kids don't get confused about which one goes where. They actually
right.
They actually showed that off with the Binding Shark armor here, where they said the forearms have slightly different hole designs.
Oh, cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, awesome. Hey,
Stupid
Josh,
kids.
You're here.
Josh,
you're a person that's here.
Uh-huh.
What is also here?
Well, after 3 whole months of nonsense, my Soto Plus set has arrived at my house.
What?
I know, it's crazy.
Wow. And guess where you're not at right now?
I'm not at my house.
Oh, wow!
And I haven't been there in a
Turns out
month.
you moved.
So yeah, it's just sitting in my room.
Mm-hmm.
Because, when I shipped it out at the end of June, I thought it would arrive before I left for college.
Mhm.
Nope. And then when I shipped it out at the end of July, I thought maybe it would arrive at the end, middle or end of August. Nope. But mid-September, yep. So it's sitting at my house, but I had my sister open it up for me so I could see which case assortment I got, and I got the one I didn't want.
Oh, of course.
Because of course.
What's that?
The one that has 2 Shinobis, 3 complete Decades, and then only 1 of Quiz and 1 of Kakai. Because I'm selling my extras to Kevin from the podcast. So yeah, so he'll be getting the extras. Yeah, and I wanted to try to get him as many as I could.
That is the gift that keeps on giving, huh?
Oh, it really is. I can't wait to go home, open it, and find pieces are missing or something. Just because of course, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, also Soto related, a Mandarake box arrived to my house as well that has another Geo in there, so I still have, so I can keep getting all the other riders, and as well as the Soto Plus 2 effect parts set, or the option parts set for DN stuff, since Corey's gonna give me one of his extra DNs.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to go to the place and say, hey, I want to ship this somewhere.
Maybe the
And
post
then they give
office.
me a price. Huh?
Maybe the post office, because you just said go to the place.
Well, I actually don't go there. I go to a grocery store, and they have a center to do that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's fair.
On the subject of sending extras to people, he's not listening, so I think I will just say by the time this goes up, a friend of mine will probably have a Kikai in his collection.
Oh, wonderful.
He is a Transformers guy and also Kamen Rider guy, so I thought I'll send him a robot.
Fantastic. I'm keeping mine because I'm back and forth about what I want to do with a final form on him. On one hand, I was thinking, oh yeah, definitely just turn him into a hard guardian. But on the other hand, I was like, wait a second. Dude's got ice powers. What if I bought an extra grease blizzard and used parts from that and built up a Kakai final form?
For a second, I said, what if I customize a hard guardian? Well, then I would be down 1 hard guardian. So I would be
down 1 hard guardian. That's
Honestly,
correct.
I thought he was going to say buy the grease blizzard to then match the blue with the new Gates body.
Mm-hmm.
And make something out
Gates
of that.
Blizzard.
Gates Blizzard, yeah, that's right.
Gates Blizzard Aqua.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be pretty. Frozen form. And you know what? Why don't we give Ginga an ice form? Frozen Stratos. Guys!
Would the frozen form
Guys,
be
thanks for watching!
No, wait a minute. Would the frozen form be the sad form?
Oh. Yeah, because he doesn't have his friend Aqua.
He also doesn't have life after he used the form, so he's probably sad.
He also doesn't really have a story, just like Decade.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Last week, in the description, I linked out, I think the sort of podcast feed, or like the podcast section of the Tokusatsu Network, because Malunis' episode that he recorded last week that he skipped out on our podcast for was not up yet, and it still actually isn't, but there is a different one with him in it, so if you want to do that, I'll link that one this time. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
it does. It makes enough sense.
Great. Josh, you do a thing. It's called Soto Sundays, but that's not this Sunday. That's last Sunday. So check that out.
And next Sunday.
Check that out. Also check out our Twitter. That has all the hot, fresh news. Sometimes a little bit wrong. I'm not a reporter. I just sort of look at the thing and get excited, and I hope you guys get excited about it too, because I love Soto.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me as well.
Shapeways is a thing. I still also have the Pandora boxes available, so you guys can get that. Yeah, I'm not doing any extra videos this week on the channel, so that's a load off my mind. But don't forget that yesterday was another episode of the Soda Pop News Breakdown. I don't know how those keep ballooning to 20 minutes long. The balloonist isn't even on there, so it's not possible, but it happens. I'm sorry about that. I hope at least this week is shorter. I'm recording this before I record that. Excuse me. There's air in my passage. And then what else is there? Oh, hey, Go Mango reached 501 subscribers.
Hey.
But that's more of a me thing. Thanks for that. If you're also over
Corey
there as well.
Corey didn't care when it hit 500, but when it hit 501, oh man.
I mean, I should have said something yesterday on the streets, but then I forgot because it was the Steets.
Yes,
but you can also check out the Steets in the links in the description down below. I think that's as much plugging as I'm able to do. Are there any more holes that we need to fill?
I don't think so.
Great.
Nope. Just
guys,
keep that meat there.
Keep the meat there, but you know what? Keep it juicy.
Yeah.
Get it, bye, everybody.
Friends that can chomp through concrete.
Shodo-x!